Hello everyone, and welcome to Whisper English. Do you want to know how to speak English without leaving your house? In this video, we will show you 12 secret chapters that will help you learn while you sit in your favorite chair. If you watch until the very end, you will find the most important secret in chapter 12 that makes your English perfect. Many people think learning is hard, but we will show you how it can be as easy as playing a game or eating a sweet apple. You do not want to miss chapter 4 or chapter 5, because they show you magic ways to see and hear words in your own room. This video is very slow, very calm, and very easy for your ears. Please stay with us, listen to every word, and learn how to be a great English speaker today. Chapter 1. The Quiet Corner. To learn English at home, you must start with a place. You must find a place that is yours. This place is called a quiet corner. A quiet corner is a very special place. It is a place where the air is still. It is a place where the noise stays away. The man in our story wants to learn English. He looks at his house. He looks at the kitchen, but the kitchen is loud. He looks at the door, but the door is busy. Then he sees a corner near a window. The window has a white curtain. The sun comes through the window in a soft way. The man says, "This is my quiet corner." He feels happy. He feels peaceful. A quiet corner is the first step to a big mind. In your quiet corner, you can hear your own heart. In your quiet corner, you can hear the English words in your head. The man brings a chair to the corner. The chair is brown and the chair is soft. He sits in the chair. He sits very slowly. He feels the chair under his body. He says, "I am sitting in my quiet corner." He repeats the words, "I am sitting. I am sitting." Repetition is a friend to the learner. The man looks at the small table in front of him. The table is made of wood. The table is strong. He puts his hands on the table. He says, "This is my table in my quiet corner." He is happy because he has a place. When you have a place, you have a plan. When you have a plan, you can learn anything. The man likes his chair. The man likes his table. The man likes the silence. Silence is a gift for the student. In the silence, the words can grow like flowers in a garden. The man looks at the wall. The wall is plain. He does not want many things on the wall. He wants his mind to be clear. He wants his eyes to be steady. He says, "My quiet corner is simple. Simple is good. Simple is easy." He breathes in and he breathes out. He says, "I am breathing in my quiet corner." He feels the air go into his nose. He feels the air go out of his mouth. This is how you start to study. You start with a calm body. You start with a quiet space. The man stays in the corner for 5 minutes. He does not talk to anyone. He does not look at his phone. He just sits. Sitting is a part of learning. Being still is a part of growing. He says, "I am still. I am quiet. I am ready." The man thinks about the words he wants to learn. He thinks about the word home. He says, "This is my home." He thinks about the word corner. He says, "This is my corner." He says the words again and again. He says them softly like a secret. Home, corner, quiet, home, corner, quiet. The sounds are beautiful in the still air. The white curtain moves a little bit in the wind. The wind is gentle. The wind is kind. The man feels like the world is helping him. The world likes a student who is quiet. The world likes a person who tries. He says, "I am trying, I am learning." He feels very proud. He is a king in his small, quiet corner. He is the master of his own time. Time is a big treasure in the quiet corner. Sometimes the house is not quiet. Sometimes a dog barks. Sometimes a car goes by. But in the quiet corner, the man learns to be strong. He hears the dog, but he stays in his corner. He hears the car, but he looks at his table. He says, I am focused. Focus is a magic power. Focus helps the words stay in the brain. The man says the word focus 10 times. Focus, focus, focus. He likes the sound of the F and the S. He is practicing his mouth. He's practicing his ears. He's practicing his heart. The quiet corner is a school for one person. It is a school for you. You do not need a teacher in the corner. You only need yourself. You are the teacher and you are the student. The man looks at the sun on the floor. The sun is a yellow square. He says, the sun is in my corner. He feels the warmth on his feet. The warmth is nice. The warmth makes him want to stay. He does not want to leave his special place. He wants to stay and learn more words. He says, I love my quiet corner. He says it because it is true. Love makes learning fast. Love makes the hard words feel easy. He thinks about his friend. He wants to tell his friend about the corner. He says in his mind, friend, find a quiet corner. Friend, sit in a chair. Friend, be still. He wants everyone to have a peaceful place. A peaceful place makes a peaceful mind. As the clock goes tick, 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 the man feels more ready. He is ready for chapter 2. He is ready for the magic book. But he knows he must stay in the corner first. He must make the corner a habit. A habit is something you do every day. He will come to this corner tomorrow. He will come to this corner the day after tomorrow. He will come to this corner forever. He says, this is my habit. This is my life. I am an English student in a quiet corner. He smiles a small, happy smile. The smile is just for him. The smile is for the silence. The smile is for the peace. This is the end of the first step. The step of the place, the step of the corner, the step of the quiet. He stands up from his brown chair. He looks at his wooden table. He looks at his white curtain. He says, goodbye, quiet corner. I will see you soon. He walks away, but he carries the quiet in his heart. He carries the peace in his head. He is a different man now. He is a man with a place to learn. He is a man with a quiet corner. He is ready for the world, but he will always come back to the silence. Silence is where the English begins. Silence is where the story starts. It is a very good start. It is a very long and gentle start. Chapter 2. The Magic Book. Now that the man has a quiet corner, he needs a tool. He has a chair and he has a table, but the table is empty. The man goes to a shelf and he picks up a book. This is not just a book. For the student, this is a magic book. A book is a magic book because it holds many worlds inside its pages. The man carries the book to his quiet corner. He walks slowly. He holds the book with 2 hands. He places the book on his wooden table. The book is blue. The book is thick. The book is full of white pages. The man looks at the cover. He says, this is my book. This is my magic book. He feels a little spark of joy. A book is a door that never closes. A book is a teacher that never gets tired. The man sits in his brown chair. He looks at the book. He does not open it yet. He touches the cover with his fingers. The cover feels smooth. He says, I like this book. I like the feel of this book. Before you read, you must respect the book. You must be happy to have the book. The man says, Book, help me learn. Book, give me words. He is talking to the book because the book is his new friend. In his quiet corner, the man and the book are together. It is a beautiful friendship. He opens the book to the very first page. The page is white and clean. There are black letters on the white page. The letters make words. The words make sentences. The man says, I see words. I see many English words. He looks at the first word. The word is sun. He knows the sun. He looks at the sky every day. He says the word out loud. Sun, sun, sun. He says it 3 times. He wants his mouth to know the shape of the word. He wants his ears to know the sound of the word. Then he looks at the next word. The word is tree. He thinks of the green trees outside his window. He says, tree, tree, tree. He is building a bridge between the paper and the world. This is the magic of the book. It takes the big world and puts it into small black letters. The man feels like a magician. He is turning letters into pictures in his mind. He says, I see the sun. I see the tree. The man reads slowly. He does not hurry. Hurrying is the enemy of learning. If you go fast, the words fall out of your head. If you go slow, the words stay in your heart. The man reads 1 sentence. The sentence says, the sun is big. He says the sentence aloud. The sun is big. The sun is big. He repeats it because repetition is the key to the magic. He looks at the words again. He sees the T and the H and the E. He sees the S and the U and the N. He says, I am reading. I am reading a magic book. He feels very tall in his chair. He feels very smart in his quiet corner. The book is giving him power. The power of language. Sometimes the man sees a word he does not know. The word looks difficult. The word looks long. The man does not get scared. He does not close the book. He looks at the word for a long time. He says, hello, new word. I do not know you yet, but I will know you soon. He tries to say the sounds. He tries to guess the meaning. This is how the magic works. You must be brave with the book. You must not be afraid of the white pages. The man says the word brave. He says, I am a brave student. I am a brave reader. He feels the strength in his chest. The book is teaching him more than English. It is teaching him to be strong. The man reads for 10 minutes. Then he reads for 20 minutes. He forgets the time. He forgets the world outside his quiet corner. He is inside the magic book. He is walking with the words. He is talking with the letters. He says, the book is a friend. The book is a path. He looks at a picture in the book. The picture shows a house. He says, house, this is a house. He thinks about his own house. He thinks about his quiet corner in his house. Everything is connected. The book is a map of his life. He says, I love my magic book. I love to read at home. Home is the best school. The book is the best teacher. The man closes the book very gently. He does not want to hurt the pages. He keeps his hand on the cover for a moment. He says, thank you, book. Thank you for the words. He is grateful. Gratitude makes the brain open. Gratitude makes the memory strong. The man stands up from his soft chair. He leaves the book on the wooden table. He knows the book will wait for him. The book is always there. The book never goes away. He says, "See you tomorrow, magic book." He walks out of the quiet corner, but he feels different. He feels like he has a secret. The secret is that he can read. The secret is that he is learning English step by step at home. The man goes to the kitchen to drink some water. He says the word water. He thinks of the book. He goes to the window to look at the sky. He says the word sky. He thinks of the book. The magic book is now inside him. It is not just on the table, it is in his head. This is the goal of learning. To take the magic from the pages and put it into your life. The man is very happy. He is very peaceful. He is ready for the next day. He is ready for the next word. He is ready for the next step. Chapter 3. Listening to songs. The man is back in his quiet corner. He has his chair, his table, and his magic book. But today he wants to hear something. He knows that English is not just for the eyes. English is for the ears. He knows that English has a rhythm, it has a beat. It has a melody. The man takes a small device. It is a music player. He says, "Today I will listen to songs. I will listen to English songs." He feels a little bit of excitement in his heart. Music makes the soul happy. Music makes the brain wake up. He puts on his headphones. He sits back in his soft brown chair. He is ready to hear the music of a new language. He presses a button. A song begins to play. The song is slow. The song is clear. A woman is singing. She sings about the rain. She sings about the flowers. The man listens very carefully. He does not understand every word, but he understands the feeling. He says, "I hear the music. I hear the English." He listens to the same song again. He listens to it one time. He listens to it 2 times. He listens to it 3 times. Repetition is the secret of the song. When you hear a song many times, the words start to stay in your head. They stay like a happy guest. They stay like a warm light. The singer says the word love. The man knows this word. He says love, love, love. He says it with the singer. He is singing in his quiet corner. His voice is low, but his heart is loud. Then the singer says the word blue. The man thinks of the blue sky from his book. He says blue, blue, blue. He is connecting the sounds to the pictures. This is the magic of songs. Songs help you remember. You do not have to try hard to remember a song. The song remembers itself for you. The man closes his eyes. He lets the music wash over him. He says, "English is like a song. English is a beautiful melody." The man starts to move his head. He moves his head to the beat. Tick-tock, tick-tock. The words are moving with the beat. He says, "I like the rhythm. I like the sound of English." He hears a word he does not know. The word sounds like heart. He listens again. Heart, heart. He thinks about the center of his chest. He says, "My heart is happy." He has learned a new word from a song. This is a very easy way to learn at home. You can wash the dishes and listen to songs. You can clean the floor and listen to songs. The man says, "I am learning while I listen. I am growing while I sing." He finds a new song. This song is for children. It is very simple. It says, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. The man stands up in his quiet corner. He touches his head. He touches his shoulders. He touches his knees. He touches his toes. He is playing a game with the song. He says, "This is my head. These are my shoulders. He is laughing. Learning English should be a happy thing. If you are happy, your brain is open. If you're laughing, your memory is strong. He sings the song again. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. He is moving his body. He is using his voice. He is a happy student at home. The man sits down again. He feels warm. He feels energized. He says, songs are my teachers today. The singers are my friends. He realizes that he can hear the S sounds and the T sounds better in a song. The music makes the letters clear. He says, I can hear the words. I can feel the words. He listens to a song about the days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, he says the days with the music. He is practicing the time and the days while he enjoys the tune. He says, every song is a lesson. Every melody is a story. He is very proud of himself for listening. The man takes off his headphones. The quiet corner is quiet again, but the song is still playing in his mind. He can hear the woman singing about the rain. He can hear the children singing about their knees. He says, the music stays with me. The English stays with me. He knows that he will listen to songs tomorrow too. He will find a new song every day. He will build a library of melodies in his head. He says, music is the key. Music is the light. He is very peaceful. He's very ready for the next step. He knows that his ears are becoming smart ears. He looks at his music player. He says, thank you, music. Thank you, singers. He is grateful for the art of sound. He stands up and stretches his arms. He feels like the English words are dancing in his blood. He walks out of his quiet corner with a song on his lips. He says, I am a singer. I am a learner. I am an English speaker. He's very happy. He is very gentle with himself. He knows that step by step, song by song, he is getting better. He is learning English at home, and it feels like a beautiful dream. Chapter 4. Labeling the house. The man is standing in the middle of his house. He has his quiet corner, he has his magic book, and he has his English songs. But he wants to see English words all the time. He wants his house to speak to him. He wants his walls to talk. He wants his furniture to tell him their names. He takes a stack of small white papers. These papers are called labels. He takes a black pen. He says, today I will label my house. I will put a name on everything. He feels like a namer of worlds. He feels like a creator of language. He is ready to turn his home into a big English book. The man walks to the door. He looks at the big, tall door. He takes a small white paper. He writes the word door on the paper. He writes the letter D, the letter O, the letter O, and the letter R. He says the word door 5 times. Door, 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 door. He takes a piece of tape and he sticks the label on the wood of the door. He says, this is the door. The door is where I enter. The door is where I leave. He is happy. Now every time he walks through the door, he will see the word door. He will read it with his eyes. He will say it with his mouth. The door is now his teacher. Then the man walks to the window. He looks at the clear glass of the window. He looks at the light coming through the window. He takes another small white paper. He writes the word window on the paper. Oh, oh. He says the word slowly. Window, window, window. He sticks the label on the corner of the glass. He says, this is the window. I look through the window to see the world. He thinks about the word. He thinks about the letters. He is very proud. Now the door has a name and the window has a name. The house is starting to wake up. The house is starting to speak English. He walks to the kitchen. He sees the table where he eats his bread. He takes a paper and writes table. He sticks it on the wood. He says, table, table, table. He sees the chair where he sits to rest. He writes chair on a paper. He sticks it on the back of the chair. He says, chair, chair, chair. He repeats the names of the things. He says, I sit on the chair at the table. He is making sentences with the labels. He is using the things he can touch to learn the words he can say. A chair is not just a chair anymore. It is the word chair. A table is not just a table. It is the word table. The man sees the refrigerator. It is a big cold box for food. He writes a long word. He writes refrigerator. He says, this is a long word. This is a hard word. He says it 10 times to make it easy. Refrigerator, refrigerator, refrigerator. He sticks the label on the cold door. He laughs. He says, now the cold box has an English name. He sees the sink where he washes his hands. He writes sink. He sticks it on the metal. He says, sink, sink, sink. Every part of the kitchen is now part of his school. He is learning while he walks. He is learning while he cooks. He is learning while he cleans. He goes to the living room. He sees the sofa. The sofa is soft and blue. He writes sofa. He sticks the paper on the fabric. He says sofa, sofa, sofa. He sees the lamp that gives him light. He writes lamp. He sticks it on the base. He says lamp, 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 lamp. He looks around the room. He sees labels everywhere. He sees door, window, table, chair, sofa, and lamp. He feels like he is surrounded by friends. The words are his friends. The words are watching him. The words are helping him remember. He says, my house is a book. I am living inside an English book. He walks to the bathroom. He sees the mirror. He writes mirror. He sticks it on the frame. He says, mirror, mirror, mirror. He looks at his own face in the mirror. He sees the label next to his head. He says, I see myself in the mirror. He is very happy. He sees the towel. He writes towel. He sticks it on the rack. He says, towel, 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 towel. He sees the soap. He writes soap. He sticks it on the dish. He says, soap, soap, soap. There is no place in the house without a word. Every room is a lesson. Every object is a teacher. The man is a student in every corner of his home. The man goes back to his quiet corner. He sits in his chair. He looks at his table. He sees the labels he put there earlier. He feels a great peace. He knows that when he wakes up tomorrow, he will see window when he looks at the light. He will see door when he goes to get the mail. He will see table when he drinks his tea. He will not forget the words because the words are stuck to his life. He says, labeling is a smart way to learn. Labeling is a fun way to learn. He is very tired, but he is very satisfied. He has used his hands to help his brain. He thinks about more things to label. He thinks about wall, floor, ceiling, and clock. He will do more tomorrow. He does not want to do everything at once. He wants to go step by step. One label at a time, one word at a time. He says, tomorrow I will label the clock. Tomorrow I will label the wall. He is making a plan for the future. A plan is a bridge to success. The man is walking on that bridge. He is walking with his pen and his paper. He is walking with his heart and his mind. He is the king of his labeled house. He closes his eyes and he remembers the labels. In his mind he sees the word door. In his mind he sees the word window. In his mind he sees the word table. He is practicing even when his eyes are closed. This is the goal of labeling. The words move from the paper to the object, and then from the object to the mind. The man says, "The words are inside me now. The words are part of my home." He is very gentle with himself. He is very patient. He knows that English is a long journey, but he is enjoying every step. He is learning English at home, and his home is a beautiful place of words. Chapter 5. Talking to the mirror. The man is standing in his bathroom. He has labeled his house, he has listened to his songs, and he has read his magic book. But now he wants to speak. He wants to hear his own voice. He wants to see his mouth move. He walks to the big mirror on the wall. The mirror is clear. The mirror is clean. The man looks at the mirror. He sees a face in the mirror. The face is his own face. He sees his eyes, he sees his nose, he sees his mouth. He says, "Today I will talk to the mirror. I will talk to the man in the glass." He feels a little bit shy. It is strange to talk to yourself. But the man knows that the mirror is a very safe place. The mirror does not laugh. The mirror does not judge. The mirror only listens. The man looks at his reflection. He opens his mouth. He says the word hello. He says it slowly. Hello, hello, hello. He watches his lips. He watches how his mouth opens wide. He says, "I am talking. I'm speaking English." He says the word hello 10 times. He wants to see the shape of the word. He wants to feel the air come out of his throat. The man in the mirror says, "Hello back." Of course, the man in the mirror is silent, but his lips move at the same time. The man feels like he has a twin. He has a twin who wants to learn English too. He says, "Hello, friend, how are you?" He is practicing the morning question from his earlier lessons. He says, "How are you? How are you? How are you?" The man waits. He answers for the man in the mirror. He says, "I am good, thank you." He watches his smile in the mirror. A smile makes the English sound better. A smile makes the heart feel light. He says, "I am good. I am happy. I am learning." He is repeating the sentences because repetition is the secret to the mirror. When you see yourself speaking, you believe you can do it. You see that you are an English speaker. You see that your mouth can make the right sounds. The man says, "My name is Sam. What is your name?" He is playing the name game with his reflection. He says, "My name is Sam. My name is Sam." He is very proud. He is the teacher and he is the student, and the mirror is the classroom. The man looks at his eyes in the mirror. He says, "I like my quiet corner." He says, "I like my magic book." He is practicing his likes. He says, "I like the sun. I like the trees." He watches his eyes sparkle when he says things he likes. He is learning to show emotion with his words. He says, "I am a student. I am a good student." He says it over and over. Good student. Good student. Good student. He wants to believe it. He wants to feel it in his bones. The mirror shows him a man who is trying. The mirror shows him a man who is growing. The man says, "You are doing a good job." He is giving himself a compliment. A compliment is a kind word. It is important to be kind to yourself when you learn at home. The man moves closer to the glass. He wants to see his teeth. He wants to see his tongue. He says the word think, think, think. This is a hard sound. He puts his tongue between his teeth. He watches the mirror very closely. He says, to think. He does it again. He does it again. He does it 10 more times. The mirror shows him exactly what he is doing. If he makes a mistake, the mirror shows him. If he does it right, the mirror shows him. He says, the mirror is a perfect teacher. The mirror never gets tired of my mistakes. He feels very lucky to have a mirror. He feels very lucky to have a voice. He says, I have a voice, I have a language, I have a dream. The man starts to tell a story to the mirror. He tells the story of his day. He says, in the morning I wake up, I sit in my chair. I read my book. I listen to a song. He is using all the words he has learned. He is putting the words together like beads on a string. Morning, chair book, song. He says, I am walking, I am talking. I am living. He is very happy with his sentences. They are simple, but they are true. The man in the mirror looks very happy too. They are sharing a very good moment. The bathroom is quiet, but the man's voice is full of life. He says, I am not alone, I have my mirror. I have my English. He stays at the mirror for a long time. He talks about the weather. He says, it is a beautiful day. The sun is warm. He talks about food. He says, I like bread. I like soup. He talks about the time. He says, it is 4 o'clock. He is reviewing everything he knows. The mirror is the place where he brings all his knowledge. He says, I am practicing. I am repeating. I am improving. He feels the words becoming easier. He feels his mouth becoming stronger. He says, speaking is a muscle. I am making my muscle big. He laughs a little bit. It is a funny thought, but it is a good thought. He says, I am a strong speaker. The man takes a deep breath. He looks at his reflection one last time for today. He feels a deep connection to the man in the glass. He says, thank you, mirror. Thank you for listening. He waves his hand at the mirror. He says, goodbye, Sam. See you tomorrow. The man in the mirror waves back. The man in the mirror says, goodbye with his lips. Sam feels very peaceful. He feels very calm. He knows that talking to the mirror is a magic trick. It turns a quiet house into a talking house. It turns a silent man into a speaking man. He is very happy with his progress. He walks away from the mirror and goes back to his living room. He feels like he has just had a long conversation with a friend. He does not feel lonely. He feels like the English language is his new companion. He says, I can talk, I can speak. I am an English learner. He says it to the walls. He says it to the labels. He says it to the quiet corner. He is very proud. He is very gentle. He is learning English step by step at home, and the mirror is his best friend on this journey. He knows that tomorrow he will go back to the mirror. He will say hello again. He will say, how are you again? And he will get better and better every single day. Chapter 6. Writing in a diary. The man is sitting in his quiet corner again. He has his chair, his table, and his lamp. He has talked to the mirror, and now he wants to use his hands. He wants to see the words on paper. He has a new book. This book is not a reading book. This book is an empty book. It is a diary. A diary is a book where you write your own story. The man takes a black pen. He says, "Today I will start my diary. I will write in English every day." He feels a little bit nervous. Writing is different from speaking. When you write, the words stay on the page. They stay there for a long time. But the man knows that writing is a very good way to remember. Writing is a very good way to practice his letters. The man opens the diary to the first white page. He looks at the white space. He says, "I will write one sentence." Only one sentence. He does not want to write a big book today. He wants to start small. He writes the date at the top of the page. He writes Monday. He says the letters as he writes. O-N-D-Y. Then he writes the first sentence. He writes, "Today is a good day." He looks at the words. He sees the T and the O and the D and the and the Y. He says, "Today is a good day. Today is a good day. Today is a good day." He is very happy. He has written his first English sentence in his diary. He feels like a real writer. He feels like a man who has a voice on paper. The next day, the man comes back to his quiet corner. He opens his diary. He looks at what he wrote yesterday. He reads, "Today is a good day." He smiles. He takes his pen again. He writes Tuesday. He says the letters. Tuesday. He wants to write something new. He looks at the window. He sees the sun. He writes, "The sun is yellow." He says the words. "The sun is yellow. The sun is yellow. The sun is yellow." He is describing the world with his pen. He is using his eyes to see and his hands to write. He says, "I am a writer. I am an English writer." He feels very proud. The diary is becoming a treasure. The diary is becoming a map of his thoughts. On Wednesday, the man writes about his feelings. He writes Wednesday. He writes, "I am happy today." He says the words, "I am happy. I am happy. I am happy." He repeats the sentence in his head. He repeats the sentence on the paper. He is learning how to express his heart. He says, "Writing helps me think. Writing helps me feel." He looks at the 3 days in his diary. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, he sees 3 sentences. He sees many words. He sees his own progress. He says, "Step by step, I am filling the book. Word by word, I am learning the language." He is very gentle with himself. He does not worry about mistakes. He just wants to write. The man likes the sound of the pen on the paper. Scratch, scratch, scratch. It is a busy sound. It is a productive sound. On Thursday, he writes about his food. He writes Thursday. He writes, "I eat bread and soup." He says the words, "I eat bread. I eat soup." He thinks about the taste of the bread. He thinks about the heat of the soup. He is connecting his life to his diary. He says, "My diary is about me. My diary is about my life." He feels very connected to the English language. It is not a foreign language anymore. It is his language. It is the language of his diary. He is very peaceful in his quiet corner. On Friday, the man writes about his quiet corner. He writes Friday. He writes, "I like my quiet corner." He says the words, "I like my corner. I like my chair. I like my table." He is practicing the likes he learned before. He is making the words strong by writing them down. He says, "What I write, I remember. What I remember, I know." He is building a library of sentences in his brain. He looks at the 5 days of writing. He feels like he has finished a big task. He says, "I am a student who writes every day. I am a student who has a habit. A habit is a very powerful thing for a learner. The man looks at the white pages that are still empty. He knows that there are many more days to come. He knows that he will write about the rain. He will write about the birds. He will write about his friends. He will write about his dreams. He says, the diary is a long journey. The diary has no end. He feels very excited for the future. He wants to fill the whole book with English words. He wants to look back one day and see how much he has learned. He says, one day I will read this book and I will smile. I will see my first words and I will be happy. The man closes his diary slowly. He puts his pen on the table. He says, thank you, diary. Thank you for holding my words. He is grateful for the paper and the ink. He stands up and stretches. He feels like his mind is bigger now. He feels like his hands are smarter now. He walks out of the quiet corner, but he is already thinking about what he will write tomorrow. He is always looking for new sentences. He is always looking for new words. He is learning English step by step at home, and his diary is the witness to his success. He's very calm. He is very happy. He is a writer of a beautiful new life. Chapter 7. Watching simple videos. The man is sitting in his quiet corner. He has his chair, his wooden table, and his soft light. He has read his magic book, he has written in his diary, and he has spoken to the mirror. But now he wants to see the world. He wants to see people talking. He wants to see their faces and hear their voices at the same time. He takes his tablet computer. He says, today I will watch a video. I will watch a simple English video. He feels a little bit of wonder. A video is like a window into another house. A video is like a visit from a friend. He opens a website with many videos. He looks for a video that is slow. He looks for a video that is easy. He says, I am ready to watch. I am ready to listen. The man finds a video of a woman in a kitchen. The woman is smiling. She is moving slowly. She holds up a red apple. She says, this is an apple. The man watches her mouth. He watches her hands. He says, apple, this is an apple. He repeats what the woman says. Apple, apple, apple. He likes watching the video because he can see the object and hear the name at the same time. This is a very powerful way to learn. It is like labeling the house, but the labels are moving. The man says, I see the apple, I hear the word. I know the meaning. He feels very smart. He feels like he is in the kitchen with the woman. He is not alone in his quiet corner. He has a teacher on the screen. The woman in the video picks up a glass of water. She says, I am thirsty. I drink water. The man watches her drink. He says the words with her. I am thirsty. I drink water. I am thirsty. I drink water. He says it 3 times. He says it 4 times. He says it 5 times. Repetition is the magic of the video. You can stop the video. You can go back. You can watch the same part again and again. The man presses the button to go back. He watches the woman drink the water again. He says, I am thirsty. I drink water. He is practicing his listening and his speaking. He says, the video is patient. The video never gets tired of me. He feels very comfortable. He feels very relaxed. The man looks at the bottom of the video. He sees white letters. These are called subtitles. The subtitles show the words the woman is saying. The man reads the words while he hears the sounds. He sees I. He says, I am reading and I am listening. This is a very good habit for a student at home. Using your eyes and your ears together makes the brain very strong. The man says, my eyes see the words. My ears hear the sounds. My brain remembers everything. He feels like a scientist. He is studying the language from many sides. He is watching, he is reading, and he is listening. He is a very busy student in his quiet corner. The video continues. The woman walks to a window. She says, the sun is shining today. The man looks at his own window. He sees the sun. He says, the sun is shining. The sun is shining. He is connecting the video to his own life. This is why simple videos are good. They talk about simple things. They talk about the sun, the water, the food, and the home. The man does not want a difficult video. He does not want a fast video. He wants a gentle video. He says, I like simple videos. Simple is best for me. He feels a great peace. He is not worried about hard words. He is happy with the easy words. Easy words are the foundation of a big house. The man watches the video for 10 minutes. He is very focused. He does not look away. He watches the woman say hello and goodbye. He watches her say please and thank you. He says, I know these words. I am learning. He feels a surge of joy. It is a wonderful feeling to understand. When the woman speaks, the man understands. He says, I can understand English. I am an English listener. He is very proud of himself. He remembers when he did not understand anything. Now he understands a whole video. He says, step by step, the world is opening. Video by video, the language is coming to me. He decides to watch the video one more time. He wants to be perfect. He presses the start button again. He watches the apple. He watches the water. He watches the sun. He says the words louder this time. He says them with confidence. Confidence is a beautiful feeling. It is the feeling of knowing you can do it. The man says, I am confident. I am a speaker. He is smiling at the tablet. The tablet is his friend. The video is his lesson. He is very happy to have technology to help him. He says, I am lucky to live now. I am lucky to have videos at home. The video ends. The screen goes black. The quiet corner is silent again. But the man's mind is full of pictures. He sees the red apple. He sees the glass of water. He hears the woman's kind voice. He says, thank you, video. Thank you, teacher. He is grateful for the chance to see and hear. He stands up from his brown chair. He feels like he has traveled to a new place. He feels like he has met a new person. He walks out of the corner, but he is still thinking about the woman and her apple. He says the word apple to the air. He's a very happy learner. He is learning English step by step at home, and every video is a new light in his mind. Chapter 8. Learning new words. The man is sitting in his quiet corner. He has his chair. He has his table. He has his lamp. Today, the man has a very special goal. His goal is to find a new word. A new word is like a new seed for a garden. If you plant one seed every day, soon you will have a big, beautiful garden. If you learn one word every day, soon you will have a big, beautiful language. The man says, today I will learn a new word. I will find a word I do not know. He looks around his room. He looks at his magic book. He looks at his diary. He wants a word that is useful. He wants a word that he can use every day. The man picks up a small piece of card. It is a white card. He takes his black pen. He finds a word in his book. The word is friend. The man looks at the word friend. He knows what a friend is. A friend is a person who is kind. A friend is a person you like. But he does not know how to say it in English yet. He writes the word on the card. He says the word slowly. Friend, friend, friend. He says it 10 times. He says it 20 times. He wants the word to live in his mouth. He says, a friend is a good thing. I want to be a friend. I have a friend. He is making the word part of his life. The man looks at the card. He carries the card with him. He walks from his quiet corner to the kitchen. He looks at the card and says, friend. He walks from the kitchen to the door. He looks at the card and says, friend. He's keeping the word in his hand. He's keeping the word in his eyes. He says 1 word a day. Only 1 word. He does not want 10 words. 10 words are too many. 10 words are heavy. 1 word is light. 1 word is easy. The man says, I am a student of 1 word. I am a student of the word friend. He feels very focused. He feels very calm. He is not in a hurry. He knows that time is on his side. He goes back to his wooden table. He thinks about the word. He thinks about the letters. He thinks about the sound. He says, friend starts with F, friend ends with D. He is studying the anatomy of the word. He is looking at the word like a doctor looks at a patient. He sees the I and the E in the middle. He says, F-R-I-N-D, friend. He writes the word in his diary. He writes, I have a friend. He says the sentence. I have a friend. I have a friend. He is very happy. He has a new treasure. The word friend is now his. No one can take the word away from him. It is locked inside his brain. It is safe in his memory. The man thinks about tomorrow. He says, tomorrow I will learn a new word. Tomorrow I will find the word happy. He is already excited for tomorrow. He is already looking forward to the next seed. He says, today is friend. Tomorrow is happy. He is building a chain of words. Each word is a link in the chain. The chain is getting longer. The chain is getting stronger. He says, step by step, word by word, I am building my English. He feels like a builder. He is building a house of language. The house has many rooms. Each room is a new word. He likes his house. He likes his work. The man says the word friend 1 more time before he puts the card down. Friend, he says it with a smile. He says it with love. He knows that the more words he learns, the more he can talk to the world. He wants to talk to everyone. He wants to say, hello, friend. He wants to say, how are you, friend? He knows that words are the bridge to other people. Without words, we are alone. With words, we are together. The man is not alone. He has his words. He has his friend. He says, I am a friend of English. English is a friend of mine. He is very peaceful. He is very gentle with his mind. He looks at the clock. It is time to finish his study. But the word friend stays with him. He goes to bed. He closes his eyes. He says, friend, it is the last word of his day. He wakes up the next morning. He opens his eyes. He says, friend, it is the first word of his day. This is how you learn at home. You make the word your shadow. You make the word your breath. The man is a master of learning. He is a master of the quiet corner. He is a master of the one-word goal. He says, I am learning, I am growing. I am a student. He stands up and goes to the window. He looks at the birds. He says, hello, friends. He is talking to the birds in English. He is using his new word. He is very proud. He feels like the birds understand him. He feels like the whole world is speaking English with him. He is very happy. He is very calm. He is learning English step by step at home, and every new word is a beautiful new friend. He knows that he has many more days and many more words. He is ready for the journey. He is ready for the magic. Chapter 9. Using a dictionary. A big, heavy book sits on the wooden table. This book is not a storybook. This book is not a diary. This book is a dictionary. A dictionary is a very special tool for a student at home. It is a book that explains all the other words. The man looks at the dictionary. He sees that it is thick. He sees that it has many, many pages. He says, the dictionary is a map. The dictionary shows me the way. He feels very serious today. He feels like a detective. A detective looks for clues. A student looks for meanings. The man puts his hand on the cover of the dictionary. He says, help me, book. Help me understand the hard words. Opening the dictionary is the first step. The man opens the book to the middle. He sees thousands of words. The words are small. The words are in lines. The words are in alphabetical order. This means they start with A, then B, then C. The man says, A, B, C, D. He is practicing his alphabet. He knows that to find a word, he must know the letters. He wants to find the word garden. He looks for the letter G. He turns the pages slowly. Flip, flip. He sees A, he sees B, he sees C. He says, not yet. I must wait for G. He is very patient. Patience is a golden rule for the dictionary. Finally, he finds the letter G. He looks at the top of the page. He sees Gia. He moves his finger down the page. His finger is like a little traveler. The traveler is looking for the house of garden. He sees game. He sees gap. Then he sees it. Garden. The man stops his finger. He says, I found it. I found the garden. He feels a big joy in his heart. He reads the meaning. The dictionary says a garden is a place with grass and flowers. The man smiles. He knows this place. He looks out his window at his own garden. He says, the dictionary is right. My garden has grass. My garden has flowers. He is connecting the book to his life again. Searching for words is a game for the man. He thinks of another word. He thinks of the word apple. He knows he must go back to the beginning of the book. He turns the pages back to the letter A. He looks for apple. He finds it quickly. The dictionary says an apple is a round fruit. It can be red or green. The man says, yes, I eat red apples. I like apples. He is happy because the dictionary makes him feel sure. Sometimes the man is confused. Sometimes he is not certain. But the dictionary is always certain. The dictionary is never confused. He says, the dictionary is a strong friend. The dictionary is a smart friend. Every time the man finds a word, he says it aloud. He says, garden, garden, garden. He says, apple, apple, apple. He is learning the spelling too. He looks at the letters in the dictionary. He writes them in his diary. He is using all his tools together. The quiet corner, the diary, and now the dictionary. They are all working together to help him. The man says, I am a team. My books and I are a team. He feels very supported. He does not feel alone. Even if he is at home by himself, he has the dictionary to talk to him. He has the dictionary to teach him. The man looks at a word he does not know. The word is enormous. It is a long word. It is a big word. He finds it under the letter E. The dictionary says enormous means very, very big. The man laughs. He says, this dictionary is enormous. It is a very, very big book. He is using the new word right away. Using a new word is the best way to keep it. If you use it, you own it. The man says, the sky is enormous. The ocean is enormous. My dictionary is enormous. He feels very proud of his big word. He feels like a giant of language. Sometimes the man just opens the dictionary to any page. He likes the surprise. He turns to a page in the letter S. He finds the word smile. He knows this word, but he likes to see it in the book. He sees the letters SMILE. He gives the dictionary a big smile. He says, thank you, book. Thank you for the word smile. He is very gentle with the pages. He does not want to tear them. He treats the dictionary like a king of words, a king of knowledge. He spends 30 minutes looking at the pages. Time flies when he is in the dictionary. The man closes the heavy book. He hears a soft thump as the pages come together. He says, goodbye, dictionary. Sleep well. He leaves the book on the table. He knows he will use it again tomorrow. He knows he will use it every day. A dictionary is not for one day, it is for a lifetime. He walks out of his quiet corner feeling very wise. He feels like he has the keys to every door. He knows that if he finds a hard word, he has a way to fix it. He has a way to understand. He is learning English step by step at home, and the dictionary is his bright, shining lamp. Chapter 10. Cooking with English. The man walks to the kitchen. The kitchen is a place for food, but today the kitchen is also a place for English. The man wants to make a meal. He wants to cook a simple soup, but he wants to cook using English words. He says, I am a cook. I am an English cook. He feels very happy. He feels very hungry. He knows that food is a language everyone understands. He looks at his table. He sees the things he needs. He sees a pot. He sees a spoon. He sees water. He sees vegetables. He says the name of everything. Pot, spoon, water, vegetables. He is practicing while he works. First, the man takes the pot. The pot is big and the pot is silver. He puts the pot on the stove. He says, I put the pot on the stove. The pot is on the stove. He says it 3 times. He wants to remember the word stove. The stove is where the heat is. Then he takes a bottle of water. He pours the water into the pot. Splash, splash, splash. He says, I pour the water. The water is in the pot. He feels the water. He sees the water. He is using his hands and his eyes to learn. He says, water, water, water. It is a simple word, but it is a very important word. Without water, there is no soup. Without words, there is no story. Next, the man looks at the vegetables. He sees a long orange carrot. He picks up the carrot. He says, this is a carrot. The carrot is orange. He takes a knife. He is very careful with the knife. He cuts the carrot into small pieces. Chop, chop, chop. He says, I cut the carrot. 1 piece, 2 pieces, 3 pieces. He is practicing his numbers too. He feels very proud. He is making food and he is making sentences. He puts the carrot pieces into the water. He says, the carrots are in the water. The carrots are in the pot. He is repeating the words because repetition makes the memory strong. Then the man finds an onion. The onion is white and round. He says, this is an onion. I like onions. He cuts the onion. His eyes feel a little bit wet, but he is still smiling. He says, I cut the onion. The onion is small now. He puts the onion into the pot with the carrots. He says, now I have water, carrots, and onions. He is making a list. Making a list is a very good way to learn English at home. He says the list again. Water, carrots, onions. He adds a little bit of salt. He says salt. I add salt for taste. He is learning the words for flavors. Sweet, salty, and good. The man takes the wooden spoon. He stirs the soup. Round and round he goes. He says, I stir the soup. I stir with the spoon. He likes the sound of the word stir. It sounds like the spoon in the pot. He says, stir, 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 stir. He turns on the heat. He says, the stove is hot. The water is getting hot. He waits for the bubbles. When the water moves, it is boiling. He says, the water is boiling. The soup is cooking. He is watching the magic happen. The vegetables are becoming soft. The water is becoming soup. The man is becoming a better English speaker every minute. He stays in the kitchen for 20 minutes. He smells the soup. The smell is wonderful. He says, the soup smells good. I am very hungry. He says it many times. I am hungry. I am hungry. I am hungry. He's practicing his feelings. He is practicing his stomach. He takes a small bowl. He takes a big ladle. He pours the soup into the bowl. He says, the soup is in the bowl. The bowl is on the table. He is very happy with his work. He has a warm meal and he has a warm heart. He has used his kitchen as a classroom. He has used his food as a teacher. The man sits at the table. He takes a piece of bread. He says, bread, I eat bread with my soup. He dips the bread into the soup. He takes a bite. He says, no, this is delicious. The soup is delicious. He is using a big word. Delicious. It means the food is very, very good. He says it again. Delicious, delicious, delicious. He is celebrating his success. He cooked a meal and he spoke English the whole time. He did not use his old language. He only used his new language. He feels like a champion. He feels like a king at his own table. After he eats, the man cleans the kitchen. He says, I wash the bowl. I wash the spoon. He is still practicing. Even when the work is finished, the English continues. He says, the kitchen is clean. The pot is clean. He feels very peaceful. He knows that cooking is a great way to learn because you do it every day. Even when the work is finished, the English continues. He says, the kitchen is clean. The pot is clean. He says, tomorrow I will cook eggs. Tomorrow I will talk about eggs. He is making a plan. He is always moving forward. He is learning English step by step at home, and his soup was the best lesson of the day. Chapter 11. Playing word games. The man is sitting at his wooden table. He is not reading his magic book today. He is not writing in his diary. Today he wants to play. He knows that games make the brain happy. He knows that a happy brain learns very fast. He says, today I will play a word game. I will play with English. He feels like a child again. He feels light and free. He takes a piece of paper and a pen. He says, I am a player. I am an English player. He is ready to turn his quiet corner into a room of fun. The man decides to play a game called the word hunt. He looks at his room. He wants to find 5 things that start with the letter B. He looks at the wall. He looks at the floor. He sees a book. He says, book starts with B1. He feels a little jump of joy. He looks again. He sees his bed through the open door. He says, bed starts with B2. He is hunting for words like a lion hunts for food. He looks at the window. He sees a bird outside. He says, bird starts with B3. He is very focused. He is very fast. He sees a box in the corner. He says, box starts with B4. Now he only needs 1 more. He looks at his feet. He sees his boots. He laughs. He says, boots start with B5. He has won the game. He says, I found 5 words. I am a winner. Winning a game feels good. The man says, I want to play another game. He decides to play the alphabet chain. This is a game where one word leads to another. He says a word. Then he looks at the last letter. He must find a new word that starts with that letter. He says the word apple. The last letter is E. He thinks. He says egg. The last letter of egg is G. He thinks again. He says glass. The last letter of glass is S. He says sun. He is making a chain of words in his head. Apple, egg, glass, sun. He says the chain 5 times. He wants the chain to be strong. He says the chain is long. The chain is English. The man likes this game because it makes him think quickly. He says sun ends with NN is for night. Night ends with TT is for tree. He is building a bridge of words. Each word is a stone. Each stone helps him cross the river of silence. He says night, tree, night. He is playing with the sounds. He is playing with the meanings. He says, games are teachers. Games are friends. He feels very smart. He feels like his mind is a playground. In a playground, you can run and jump. In his mind, the words can run and jump. Then the man plays a game with colors. He looks at his house. He says, find something red. He looks around. He sees a red apple. He says, red apple. He says, find something blue. He sees his blue sofa. He says, blue sofa. He says, find something green. He sees a green plant. He says, green plant. He is matching colors to things. This is a very good game for a student at home. It helps you see the world in English. You do not see a plant. You see a green plant. You do not see a sofa. You see a blue sofa. He says, my world is full of colors. My world is full of English. The man plays for 1 hour. He does not feel tired. He feels full of energy. He says, I like games. Games are easy. Games are fun. He realizes that he has learned 20 new words while playing. He did not have to study hard. He just had to play. He says, learning is a party. English is the music. He is very happy with his discovery. He knows that he can play games every day. He can play while he walks. He can play while he waits. He can play while he rests. He says, I am always playing. I'm always learning. The man looks at his paper. He has many words written on it. He sees book, bed, bird, box, and boots. He sees apple, egg, glass, and sun. He sees red, blue, and green. He says, this is a good list. This is a winning list. He puts his pen down. He feels very satisfied. He has finished his games for today. He says, "Thank you, games. Thank you for the fun." He stands up and walks to the window. He looks at the world and he sees a giant game. He sees words everywhere. He is ready for the final step. He knows that tomorrow is the last chapter. He is a little bit sad, but he is mostly happy. He has come a long way. He started with a quiet corner, and now he has a house full of games and words. He says, "I am a new man. I am an English speaker." He is very gentle with himself. He is very patient. He knows that life is a long game, and he is playing it very well. He is learning English step by step at home, and every game is a victory for his heart. Chapter 12. Never giving up. The man is sitting in his quiet corner for the last time in this story. He looks at his table. He sees his magic book. He sees his diary. He sees his dictionary. He looks at his walls and sees his labels. He thinks about his songs, his videos, and his games. He has worked very hard. But sometimes learning is hard. Sometimes the man feels tired. Sometimes he forgets a word. Sometimes he makes a mistake. In English, when things are hard, we have a very important rule. The rule is never give up. To never give up means to keep going. It means to try again. It means to be a friend to yourself. The man says the words slowly. I will never give up. I will never give up. I will never give up. He says it 10 times. He wants his heart to hear the promise. He knows that learning a language is like walking a long road. Some days the road is sunny. Some days the road is rainy. But if you keep walking, you will reach the end. If you stop walking, you stay in the dark. The man chooses to walk. He chooses to try. He says, I am a walker. I am a trier. I am a learner. He is very proud of his strength. Strength is not just in the arms. Strength is in the mind. Sometimes the man forgets the word for window. He looks at the glass and he feels sad. He thinks, I am not smart. But then he remembers chapter 12. He says, it is okay to forget. I will look at my label. He looks at the label. He sees the word window. He says, window, window, window. He is not sad anymore. He is happy because he did not give up. He found the answer. He says, a mistake is a teacher. A mistake is a step. If you never make a mistake, you never learn. The man loves his mistakes because they help him grow. He says, thank you, mistake. You help me be better. The man thinks about the future. He knows he will learn for many years. English is a big ocean. He is a small boat. But a small boat can cross a big ocean if it never stops. He says, today I know a little. Tomorrow I will know a little more. He is patient. Patience is a quiet power. He does not want to be perfect today. He only wants to be better than yesterday. He says, I am better than yesterday. I am better than yesterday. This is the best way to live. This is the best way to learn at home. You are not in a race. You are on a journey. The man looks at his diary. He sees the first page. He sees the simple words. He sees how much he has written now. He sees that he is a different person. He says, I started with nothing. Now I have many words. He feels like a rich man. Words are his gold. Sentences are his silver. He is very wealthy in his quiet corner. He says, I will keep my gold. I will grow my silver. I will never give up my language. He closes his eyes and feels the English inside him. It is like a small fire that keeps him warm. He will feed the fire every day with new words and new stories. He stands up from his brown chair. He is ready to go out into the world. He knows that learning at home was the start. Now he can talk to people. He can listen to the world. But he will always come back to his corner. He will always come back to his books. He says, learning never ends. Life is a school. He is a lifelong student. He is a lifelong friend of English. He waves goodbye to his quiet corner. He says, goodbye, corner. I will see you tomorrow. I will never give up. He walks out of the room with a big smile and a strong heart. You, the reader, have finished this story too. You have read 12 chapters. You have listened to many words. You have been very patient. You are a great student. Just like the man in the story, you must never give up. If English feels hard, take a breath. Sit in your quiet corner. Open your magic book. Remember that step by step, you are becoming a master. You are doing a wonderful job. I am very proud of you. The journey continues, and the world is waiting for your voice. Never give up, my friend. Never give up. It is very nice to share stories with you, and now it is time for the video to end. If you like this story, you can click the like button because clicking the like button helps other people find the story. You can also click the subscribe button so you can see every new story I make. And you can click the bell icon to get a message when a new video is ready. Please write a comment below the video to tell me what you think, because I like to read your words and I like to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching my video today, and I hope you have a very peaceful day until we meet again in the next story.